Indian Union Budget 2026 is set to be announced on February 1, 2026, and it may not be just a next fiscal event wherein some tax slabs would be tweaked, but it can be much more than that. Yes, it can be a blueprint for India's technological sovereignty and clean energy transition, and thus it would decide from where next $1 trillion would come to Indian economy, which would help it achieve the target of becoming India a world's largest economy. So, if we talk about what are the basic pillars or strengths on which India has to work to achieve this target, definitely AI, robotics, semiconductor, and green energy are the four pillars which are very well important along with GDP, jobs, and strategic autonomy. So, today in this 10-minute video, I am going to decode how India's Union Budget 2026 is focusing on these four important pillars, including AI, semiconductor, green energy, and robotics, and what should be your investment strategy to get benefited out of it and by investing in India's economy. For proper understanding, don't forget to watch the video from starting till end because we would be discussing each and every aspect of these four pillars in today's video. Now let's get started, but before that I have a small request. If you have not yet subscribed the channel and you like the content, please do subscribe by pressing subscribe and bell button below. And how are you liking the videos? What are your viewpoints, or on what topic you want the next video to be covered, please comment and share below. Now let's get started. If you look at facts and figures, India's economy right now is at structural inflection point. Government likely to set fiscal deficit target of approximately 4.3% of GDP in financial year 27. Capex is expected to rise by 10 to 15%. Now this is like really important because fiscal discipline without capex is like stagnation. However, if fiscal discipline is paired well with smart capex, it would lead to a lot of industrial revolution, futuristic point of view, and growth. Now, India wants majority three things right now, which is the focus. First, it wants to become a $5 to 7 trillion economy. It wants to reduce its import dependency on every sector, and it want to lead in technology as well as sustainability because that's the future. Neither you can avoid technology nor you can avoid sustainability if you want to become superpower in next era. Definitely for all these things, the four most important things are AI, green energy, semiconductors, and robotics. Today in this video, we would be discussing what already has been done in these four sectors in India and what is expected out of Union Budget 2026 and future. First of all, let's start with AI, which is the infrastructure of future intelligence. What has already been done in this, India AI mission is approved and approximately 10,372 crore has been spent on this over 5 years. This is building computer grids and innovation infrastructure. India AI compute is now approximately 18,693 GPUs, which is globally competitive and expanding. Enterprise IT spend in India forecast to hit USD 176 billion in 2026, that is 11% year-on-year growth. Digital first push AI adoption. Now definitely AI is not a standalone sector. AI growth is all linked with other sectors growth including finance, healthcare, IT, logistics, governance, and whatnot. So AI is the electricity of today's era. As electricity was the fuel of 21st century, AI is the fuel of today's century. And on your screen, there's a graph which shows the spend on AI if we talk about IT budgets. Now, the budget expectation in Union Budget, what do we expect out of AI? So, enhanced backing for AI centers of excellence and faster data infrastructure and compute credits for startups and research labs. These are the two most important things which we are expecting out of Union Budget 2026 and how it would impact your investment strategy. So IT services with AI capabilities should be your focus. Data centers and cloud infrastructure companies should be your focus, and digital platforms, smoothing collaboration, enabling automation should be your focus. Now, definitely, you would want to understand which specific mutual funds or which specific stocks would help you achieve these target areas. So for that, if you want our services wherein we would be reviewing your existing portfolio if it is aligned with futuristic theme for India, or if we can also restructure or create your portfolio, for all these services you have to get in touch with us on the contact details mentioned below. Now let's get started with the second sector, that is semiconductors. Now, semiconductors is India's strategic weak spot. Why? Because semiconductors, that is chips, is the basic framework required for the production of each and everything, including robotics, including EV, mobile, or anything you can think of. And India is exporting most of its chips, which is a strategic risk. If we talk about numbers and data, India has already approved 10 semiconductor units totaling to around INR 1.6 trillion or US dollar 18.2 billion in recent years. India has committed approximately INR 62.9 billion, that is US dollar 7.17 billion incentives under the India Semiconductor Mission is nearly fully allocated as of now. India's first domestic chip, as I told you, has to be manufactured in India in 2025 very recently. Chart on your screen shows semiconductor investment versus capacity versus demand from 2024 to 2026. If we talk about budget expectations for semiconductor, we expect that PLI support is going to continue for fabs and OSAT units. Incentives for chip design definitely is going to continue, the chip design companies. Infrastructure and power subsidies, tax benefits for chip design and IP creation, and R&D credits, which is like tax holidays. If we look at from investors' lens, what should be your focus areas? Electronics manufacturing ecosystem, specialty chemicals and materials, capital goods supporting fabs. If you want to have access to our research-oriented exclusive newsletters and updates, then don't forget to have a look at our membership plans just below the subscribe button. Now moving to the third sector, that is robotics. Robotics is the basic framework for India's manufacturing and logistic upgrade. Now, why robotics matters for India so much? Because definitely it boosts the productivity, it reduces cycle time, it improves the quality. So basically, if we talk about the productivity per worker, that has been enhanced due to robotics. If we look at integrated robotics plus AI, that is equals to smart factories and autonomous supply chains, which is much more effective as compared to previous times. If we look at adoption of robotics in our industries, that is much lower as compared to peers, but with union budget push, definitely it can be increased and it would enhance our productivities. So if we look at the chart on your screen, you can see how rising workforce productivity and automation adoption from 2020 to 2026, the correlation in between both the things. So what do we expect from budget in 2026? Robotics tie-ins with industry 4 incentives, grants for MSMEs to adopt automation because they are reluctant, and adoption at their level is very important for India's economy. Tax break for robotics integration projects, robotics in manufacturing, logistics and defense. Now, what should be the investment themes which should be your focus? Automation solution providers, engineering and capital good companies, and defense manufacturing ecosystem. Again, to stay updated on the updates free of cost, you can scan the QR code and join our community wherein we provide you with the updates and research free of cost regarding all the latest updates. Coming on to the fourth sector, that is green energy. Now, if we talk about green energy, that is non-negotiable. It is not that we are doing something great if we are working on green energy, but it is our basic requirement now to work on green energy because that is the future for survival as well as for economics. India has already achieved more than 50% non-fossil energy capacity, which is 5 years ahead of its scheduled time, which is really good. Investment pledged almost 32.45 lakh crore in renewable projects to date. solar PLI talk about 48 gigawatt module capacity has been awarded. Rooftop solar target of approximately 1 crore households. If electricity was the lifeblood of 20th century, chart on your screen shows solar generation set to quadruple by 2030, sending coal power tumbling. Electricity was the backbone of nervous system in 20th century. Today it is the green energy or solar energy. So we have to move towards it. Now what do we expect from budget? Green hydrogen projects, which is very well CII recommendation, accelerated depreciations on renewable energy, viability gap funding and tax holidays, solar and wind capacity expansions, battery storage and EV ecosystem, transmission infrastructure. Investor themes which you should focus on related to this are definitely renewable power producers, power transmission and storage companies, EV and battery supply chains, and the companies funding all the companies which are working in this green energy sector. Now, if we talk about AI, green energy, semiconductor, robotics, which is most important. So all of them are important and they are very well interlinked. The next few charts on your screen shows that beautifully, that how AI needs semiconductors. Semiconductors drive robotics and robotics finally needs reliable and clean energy. Now green energy powers the future and the three charts on your screen shows the correlation very beautifully. Coming on to the last lag on the video, what should be your investment framework? So if you are building a long-term portfolio and want to create wealth by benefiting out of India's economy and this era wherein India is going to become the superpower, then you have to focus on three things. The timeline, you have to be committed to stay invested for next 5 to 10 years at least to get benefited out of it. And last but not the least, you have to focus on diversify where you properly get exposure to all these new sectors which are the core of future like AI, robotics, green energy, semiconductors, while balancing it with old existing sectors. Overexposure to any of the sector can be a disaster. So that complete proper balance and diversification would be the key. To stay updated, don't forget to subscribe the channel and please do comment and share your feedback about the video, and if you liked it, please do share. Thank you so much.